Hey, hi guys. I hope you're all doing well. This is Spirit Journey. And yes, I am at the pier. I think it's Pier 48 in Manhattan, right by the Intrepid. And I'm with my gang here, Lily, Lilac, and Lavin. Lavi, well, say hello, Lavi. Yeah. Well, I just felt a need to do this video and glad to do it. Yes, I have a very loyal subscriber, and she uh, wrote me and uh, sent me a link, and I'm so glad she did. Well, this YouTuber of mine, see, these people are gonna go and they see I have my dogs here, and they're going to keep circling around me, seeing that I have my dogs. Yeah. So anyway, my subscriber had sent me the link about this woman. This was a white woman, and here you go again. See that? See, if I did that, what they did, if I had kids that looked like me and do what they're doing, they would get upset. Here they go again. They were doing this for a while. And there are other seats that they could have sat by, but they chose to sit right next to me because I have dogs. And they're going to do this foolishness. See that? Well, we'll see with the go back. Yep. So anyway, I'm sorry. So I hope you guys could hear me. Yeah. I'm just very, very annoyed with this Amy Cooper. Amy Cooper is a liar and was caught on tape lying. Amy Cooper is a white woman, and she lied on a black man. Yes, she did. What happened was this at Central Park, and my loyal subscriber had contacted me because I did a live video just yesterday, also the same day that the incident happened regarding a Amy Cooper piece of crap and a man, a black man by the name of Christian Cooper. Yes, they have the same last name, but they're not related. Okay, no barking, no, but good girl, good boy. Well, what happened? Um, Now, the black man is a bird watcher, and he comes to this area in Central Park called the Ramble. And at the Ramble, it's like a reserve for birds, rare birds or birds at risk, and it's to preserve their existence. And there's a sign that said, "No dogs," no dogs on that property, because it's to protect the birds that are endangered. And Amy Cooper had her dog, a Cocker Spaniel, that was a rescue dog. And there's a story behind the dog, too, which I think some of you viewers would like to hear, too. Well, the dog was off the leash and had access to hurting the birds. So this bird watcher, this lover of birds, um, said to her very nicely that no birds, I mean, I'm sorry, no dogs off a leash that premises. And he took out his cell phone and recorded the conversation. Luckily, he did. Okay. And yes, hello, viewers. Hello, hello, hello. And so um, he nicely said that no, your dog is off a leash, and all dogs are supposed to be on the leash in this area. And she took offense. Then, and he was recording her with the dog off the leash, and she then grabs the dog by the collar, and it seems to be hurting the dog at some point. Okay, and she she says to him, stop recording her, and approached him. And then the man says, in a nice voice, nice tone, please go away from me. Don't come near me. Yeah, don't come near me. Don't come near me. And then she's charging at him with a finger pointing at him. Yeah. So she says, stop recording her. And if he doesn't stop recording her, that she would call the cops and say that an African American man is threatened her. So he said, "Go right ahead." So, so she does, and he's recording this all along. Thank God he was a smart black man. Okay, so she calls and says that an African American man is threatening her and her dog. And then the dog starts to yelp because he's getting hurt because she is trying to juggle the telephone, the cell phone, and her holding the dog by the leash, and the dog starts to yelp. And when the dog yelps, she gets theatrical and says, "Oh, a black man assaulted me," and, going on, like Miss Daisy, yeah, like a Miss Daisy. And he has this all on tape. What a stupid woman to do all the theatrics and saying that what she was going to do. So it shows premeditation on her part that she's going to give a false report because he told her to put her dog on a leash. And she didn't like that. Why didn't she like that? Well, I can only speculate. I could speculate that she doesn't like to be told what to do, and she probably doesn't like to be told what to do when she's in the wrong, and that because he is a black man and she being a white woman. And so she wants to use, I guess, her privilege, white privilege, and harm him. And historically in the United States, you have a history of white women in particular lying on black men, especially alleging a sexual assault, things like that. So the cops do come, but they don't arrest her. Wow. What happened there? Why wouldn't they lie on, why wouldn't they arrest someone making a false police report? Why? You have to ask yourself, why wouldn't they want to um, arrest her? And it's a serious allegation because see, if this Christian Cooper didn't have the camera recording her conversation and her threatening him with the finger and approached him. And he had said, please move away from me. So she was being the aggressor. If this Christian Cooper did not have his camera rolling, probably he would have gotten arrested. And what if he resisted arrest? What could have happened? It could have really escalated and another dead black man, you know? So I think also why in doing this video, now just yesterday I was there in Central Park, and I, I don't know the name of the area that I was at, but I was, I had the same gear, this shopping cart, and I had all my dogs inside the cart. It's a hot day, and one of my dogs is recovering from surgery, so it's easy to get around when they're tired. Put them in there, and you just stroll away home. And so I was walking to exit the park, and listen, it was a couple, a white couple, young, and there were people to my right, and they were like in front of me, but there was space to my left. So I stopped walking because I'm not sure which direction they were going to go, this couple, either to the left or to, around the right where this other people were to my right. So I didn't know. So I usually just stop. And so they have the decision which direction they want to go. But the white male in this case says nasty, like I forget how he says something lady, like watch it lady. I think that's what he said, but it was like so threatening. And I'm much older than him. I'm like maybe 25 years older, 30. I'm not a kid, and I'm walking with my, I have my dogs, and why the threat? Why that type of threatening tone? There was room. In fact, I was trying to be courteous to the couple, and so that they could choose how they want to navigate. Walk over to the my left side where there was a lot of room, or to the right. You know, and if I try to move to the right, uh, I'll bang into that couple, another people next to me, So I thought I was being courteous, and this response, you know, it was like an entitlement and like showing off in front of the lady. Um, what else? It's an insensitivity with some people. Not all white people are bad. I want to say that. Not all are bad. But you have some white people in New York City that really don't like blacks. They don't, some of them don't seem to mind, like, if, let's say, you're gay black male, overtly gay type, wearing, let's say, wearing women's clothes or something like that. They don't seem to be afraid of that. But a regular black male, uh, sometimes there's a problem. It's hidden, I think, you know, and there's really no respect. So I'm saddened by this, and I also think back when I was in the job market and some of the things that happened to me. If you upset a white woman, they they will exaggerate and get you fired, and that has happened to me. And it's like your word is against, their word is against yours. You have no rights. And so it's a shame that in 2020 that you have some people who want to use this white privilege and hurt and to go out your way to, I mean, that's serious. To make an allegation that, and how she stressed it, an African American man threatened me and starts like she's crying. You just assume on the other end of the phone that someone has to be telling that someone's telling the truth because they sound so emotional. And then you hear the dog yelping and everything. So it sounds very dramatic. But the guy had it on tape, videotape, through his cell phone, and that how people could lie against you. Serious. What about the guy that killed, died while, being black while jogging? You know, um, people are escalating. See, I think people don't really respect black people, young or old. They really don't respect you, and if they feel that just a crumb of theirs is being taken by a black person, or that you're being challenged or allegedly being challenged, or their perception that you're challenging them, uh, they don't like it. And so it's really exposing their true nature. And that's why I'm doing this video, that you have true nature, and people like to think New York City is the liberal place. Yeah, it's a liberal place, but they don't like black people. They don't mind black men who are gay, But there's a lot of discrimination here. I think I think some things is improving though. I am seeing more black people in media, but I think that's only because New York City is turning into a brown and black city. You know, there's fewer and fewer whites. So it's obvious that the market is now going to swing more to the brown and black. But your safety. I mean, look at COVID. Look at the COVID-19. Who is getting all the? I mean, all types of people are getting it, but an overwhelming amount of the people who are dying, getting sick from the virus, are black people. So we're at a disadvantage again. And I also want to say this that in New York City, like I have my hair in a natural. This is my natural hair. And I embrace it because I'm sick and tired trying to please white people, please to make them happy. I want to make me happy. I want to enjoy my body, you know, without trying to change it for others' approval. And so this message is also going out to the black women here or Afro Latinos who have hair like mine and who bleach it, straighten it, or put in those hair weaves to look like some fucking white girl. You better, I hope this is a wake up call for you to go natural. Don't try to look like these savages, you know? Don't. Teach your little black girls to embrace their African or curly hair, whatever what you want to call it. Teach them to embrace it. Teach them to embrace their skin color, their bodies. Stop trying to look like Miss Daisy. I learned that I recently learned that. Yeah, because I was growing up. I had to always try to please those people, and now it's like I have a wake up call. I embrace my blackness. Yes, I am of mixed heritage, but socially I am a black woman, and I'm treated as a black woman in America. And but regardless what your race is, embrace whatever race you are, embrace whatever hair touch you are, embrace whatever skin color you are. I'm just saying, enjoy who you are. But in this situation with this Amy Cooper, it's a wake up call that you have people who pretend to want to be your friend at times, you know, when it comes down to voting Democrat and all that crap, but they really don't like you, they don't respect you, okay? So, wake up call, love yourself, let's play it smart, don't look for trouble, because yes, sometimes I see, okay, yeah, they're back again. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Yeah, my little boy. Yeah, there's another. Every time when a dog comes by. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. So, yeah, so embrace what you are and be honest with yourself and be aware. Play it smart. Don't, oh yeah, what I was going to say. Don't look for trouble because you do have blacks in New York City who do, you have a lot of black homelessness and the derelicts on the street. And some of them go harass people for money and stuff like that. And I saw that too yesterday. So we both have a responsibility. Whites need to stop lying on us, and blacks also need to come to their own and start taking care of themselves and stop begging and start doing things to improve their social situation. And part of that is embracing what you are. Stop trying to look like Miss Daisy, okay? So thank you again for watching, and yeah, I hope the audio was okay. So yes, play it safe, and maybe I should continue keeping my phone, you know? Yeah. If he didn't have that phone, anything could have happened. Anything. Oh, something like um, a very long time ago, almost 40 years ago, a family member was lied upon by a white woman who was doing mischief. This family member of mine was working in as a security guard, and a woman, he worked in a building, and a white woman came in and she lied. She was a vendor, and she lied and said, well, no, she works there. And then she took the elevator up, but since she doesn't really work there, she doesn't have the key to unlock. Like with elevators, you have to have a key to unlock it so it could stop at a particular floor. And so she didn't have that, and she didn't know about that. So she goes in, and of course she couldn't get to the floor access because it's closed. So she comes back down, and there's some dialogue, and this family member had to, yeah, maybe the family member was in the elevator. Yes, that's what happened. He had to accompany her to the floor in question. Um, but when she didn't have the key to open it, and it was locked, so they had to come back down. So when they pressed the button, it went. They might have accidentally pressed the base, the wrong floor. What's in the ground floor, and she, I guess, in her it's obvious she doesn't work there, and the building was closed also. So she panics, and then uh, at the I guess the door, I mean the desk, the lobby desk. Oh, I thought he was going to rape me. I kid you not. She said that. I thought he was going to rape me. Fucking liar. Yeah. See, I don't like liars. You don't have to like a certain group, but see, her guilt, and it outed her that she didn't work there, and she lied to get access to the floor, and the beans came out the bag. And so they want to always throw it to hide their wickedness. See, that was a wicked lady to say that, oh, he's going to rape me. And this was around 1980, 81. And back then, blacks in New York had it bad. See, white women do not like blacks in general. But see, now the white men are going for the light-skinned Asian girls, and the white women are too demanding and bossy, and they don't like that. So they're going for the light-skinned Asian girls. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, some of them are now going for the black dudes, you know. Even some of the homeless white girls on the street in New York, they go for the black dudes just for protection. See, it's not to add to the black community, it's for their uh, benefit. It's never for your benefit. So be aware of this, and start embracing your own. I mean, people should, date, marry who you feel like marrying. That is your choice. But just be aware of what could happen. So if it's true love, it'll last, okay? So that's all I want to say, and I appreciate you guys listening to this live stream in New York, on the pier. Look how gorgeous it is. Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna probably going home now, but yeah, I thank my loyal subscriber who told me about the video that's going viral now. This poor Christian Cooper who's being lied upon by this girl named Amy. Oh, I almost forgot something that's a real kicker in this story. Well, the lady with the dog, well, um, eh, she foolishly pulls down her, because she had her mask on, of course, of the COVID. She pulls it down so now people could see what she looked like. I've really enjoyed this. You be safe. Okay, thank you, Jay. Yeah, yeah. So what happened? Um, this woman pulls down her 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 mask, so now you could see what her identity is, who she is, and the video had gone over the internet. I don't know who put it over the internet, and someone recognized her. Yeah, they recognized her, outed her, gave the name of the person over the internet, and the person's job found out about it. She's some vice president, some company, and guess what? She's on leave. Okay, the company suspended her, something like put her on leave. That's probably just a hush hush. Yeah, and that's another thing that happens in white New York, that when a white person does harm to a black person, they just put the white person on some type of leave or they transfer them. And that's what happened to me. Yeah. At 9/11, that 2 weeks after the 9/11 thing with the Twin Towers, a white man at a bank had gotten verbally threatening to me and called me a terrorist, was making fun of blacks. He had, I think, a nervous breakdown. Um, it was a lot. I mean, I've done videos about that. I won't go in detail with that, but it was very traumatic for me. And I reported him in writing. Yeah, I love to write. I wrote him up. I wrote the president of that bank. I wrote the Federal Reserve for that branch. I wrote the newspapers. I wrote the TV news reporters, and none of them responded to me except for the bank itself, and they said that I'm sorry, he didn't do anything wrong. We have a policy called Know Your Neighbor. So all this stuff about the calling me a terrorist and making mockery about black people. It was the guy. He had a mental breakdown. Yeah. After 9/11, people of color were not safe at all, and whites could do or say anything. But I have to be fair. There was a black dude that lied on this Egyptian guy and lied. He was a student. The North African was a student, and the black security guard lied and accused him of something to put disparities on him, for him to be, for the North African guy to get slash Arab to be arrested. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, call out who you need to call out, because not all blacks are good either. But yeah, so now with the dog now, so so now she's outed, and the company has put her on suspension of something, and the dog, well this Amy had gotten the dog as a rescue, and when the people who she got the dog from saw it, they took back her dog. See, that's justice. See, that's justice. See, I want justice. I'm not about racism. I'm about justice. I really don't care what anybody is, but I'm tired of people wanting me to be ashamed of myself. I don't need that. That's what this is about. So regardless who's trying to shame you because of your whatever, that's what I'm against. So it's not specifically white people, but in this instance, I don't like what this white individual did and the trend that seems to happen in white New York City, you know. So it's good that she be outed, and maybe they'll leave us alone and stop lying on us. That's right. So now I'm finished. And yeah, so thank you guys and gals for listening. Yes, let's be safe. Stop lying on people, no matter what your race is. Stop lying on people and just follow the rules. And if you are embarrassed, whatever, just do what you're supposed to do and just walk away. Okay? Be nice to each other. Let's be nice, okay? Yes, New York loves you. Yeah. Bye bye.